People say Avatar Aang is just a kid, but medically, that kid is a literal god. Welcome to our very first Netflix episode where we learn health and science from TV, movies, and animation. Okay, so let's look at the science. In season 1, episode 1 of Avatar The Last Airbender, Aang had literally spent 100 years frozen in an iceberg. So what will happen if that were to be you or me? Newsflash, you would never survive. And here's the fact. Our body cells contain water. And when water freezes, it expands and forms sharp crystals. Now you see those sharp crystals? Those crystals will shred your cell membranes like a broken glass. And if I thawed and melted you out of an iceberg after 100 years, guess what? First of all, you will not wake up. And then secondly, you will technically become biological soup. And this is actually referred to as cellular lysis. But Aang immediately wakes up from a coma, stretches, and then says that he wants to go penguin sledding. No muscular atrophy, no brain damage from hypoxia, no cellular destruction. His body literally denied the laws of thermodynamics and biology for 100 years. That's no longer bending. That's cellular immortality. Like, how can you just up and go like that after 100 years of being frozen in the iceberg? Even Captain America needed time to adjust after being frozen just 50 years on ice. And no, you cannot currently be frozen and brought back to life. The fact of the matter is, full body cryonics are theoretical at best. Though some tiny cells such as sperm and a woman's eggs can be cryopreserved. Now, Aang did all of these things, and meanwhile, some people are trying to compare him to Korra. What? This girl? I mean, this girl gets poisoned by mercury and needs 3 damn years of rehab. Meanwhile, Aang freezes himself by mistake for a century, and he wakes up ready to save the world before lunchtime. In fact, he ends up defeating a whole Fire Navy ship before it's time for dinner. So I'm not going to say more than this, but I think the science has settled it. Aang is the GOAT.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
And Korra, well, she tried, but she's never beaten the allegations. For more interesting knowledge through TV and movies, be sure to subscribe for more.